the bad part of town.
Whoa, no one expected that. What's going on, people? We're back again for another video. We're talking the 5 versus 5. Just a quick one, no edits. It's my live reaction or immediate reaction. 10-0. What the heck? Absolutely no one predicted that. I got a lot of my predictions wrong, but I think a lot of people did as well. There was not really some big surprise in there, some not so surprising, like I said, 50-50. We'll just go through some of the results and some of the interesting things that happened on the card. First up, let's talk Willie Hutchins. Let's just talk Craig Richards. A big shocker on that one. I didn't see really anyone giving Willie Hutchins that much of a chance. I gave him not really much. I said 60-40. I was not really looking at Willie Hutchins, but Hutchinson, should I say, but this now definitely puts his name in contention. Thoroughly outboxed Craig, being a switch hitter in that southpaw stance, had loads of success there. Yeah, man, Craig did not look great in that fight, I'm not gonna lie. Willie deserves a lot of props. So that is a very interesting one. See what it's going to do in 175. I think a good fight for him next will be Dan Aziz. So I'm really hoping to see more of Willie Hutchinson now. I made a new fan out of me. Ray Ford and Nick Ball, that one was a 50-50 give him. I think I still edge it to Ray Ford, but there might have been some bias there because of my predictions. But it could have gone either way on that one, so I'm not too fussed with it going to Nick Ball. To be fair, I'm actually happier that he goes to Nick Ball because I think he was robbed in a Vargas fight, and I think he deserves it. Like I said, my heart went Nick Ball, but I was thinking Ray Ford, so I didn't really mind on that one. 50-50, but that is 0 for 0 in terms of my predictions. But next up was Hamza Shiraz. I was correct in this prediction that he would win the fight, and I was correct that it was a firefight as well, but it wasn't as close as I thought it would be. I did say Hamza would win on points, but Hamza did got an excellent stoppage over Amar Williams, and he just showed the difference in boxing ability and I'd say like amateur experience as well. Like Amar was a very, very game fighter and was like really willing to give everything he had, but Hamza's defense was brilliant. Like Amar did catch him, I think it was in the second round, maybe third round, caught him with a good left hand, but when Shiraz decided to shell up and get in that nice tight guard, like his hands were not moving, elbows not moving. It was a brilliant, brilliant showing from Hamza. Very clean, efficient work, brilliant jab, just stinging up Amar's eye, swelling it up, so it made it hard to see, hard to react as well. Yeah, man, Hamza Shiraz, I think he's got some good stuff going next. He called out Chris Eubank Jr., which I think will be a good profile fight for him. I wouldn't say it's going to be an easy fight. I wouldn't say it's going to be a super hard fight, but it's a good level up fight to build his profile. Next up on the card, now this one I'm so annoyed because I really wanted to say Dubois, but I predicted Hrgovic against my own will. I've never rated Hrgovic. I've made like 3 or 4 videos saying the same thing. And some dumb reason, I still picked Hrgovic there. This proves everything I'm saying. I don't rate him. I've never rated him. And this is why. Like, this is the first real big step up other than Zhang, which wasn't a good performance either, by fighting Dubois. And it showed like everything we've seen before. He gets tired very easily, doesn't have very good feet, and just is very like uninspiring. The first early couple rounds, or the first round, I thought Hrgovic just got him. Like, he was stinging him with that right hand over the top. Kind of like a looping right hand. It wasn't like in a straight line. And Dubois was backing up quite a bit, like rushing to the clinch and stuff. But it just showed that Hrgovic doesn't really have that type of power. Or Dubois got some sort of iron chin because he ate all those shots and didn't seem to be that phased by them. But he did kind of, actually, early rounds, he was a bit phased and he started to bring it out. But we need to put some respect on Dubois' name. He, like, all those mental demons and quick talk, that needs to go out the window now. He's definitely gone over that. He fought for a lot of mental struggles when he was fighting Jerome Miller. And then now in this one, he definitely found his way. All that sparring stuff, I said it as well. Sparring and fighting is fine, and it's 2 different things, and especially when it's that far back as well. He's a different man now, and he has arrived. I don't know what's next for Dubois. I know, like, it was supposed to be possibly winner versus AJ. I think that is actually a better fight, considering the next event I'm about to talk about. I really do think that that is the better option than the winner of Zhang Wilder. We'll chat about that. But next up on the card, actually, sorry, even staying on that, I would actually prefer to see Dubois versus Parker, but it kind of leaves AJ without a dance partner. But I would prefer to see Dubois versus Parker. I think is a very, very good fight. Yeah, or maybe Caballero. Very good fight there. Anyway, next up, Bivol, not next up on the card, but next up in my mind. So I got that one wrong. Bivol versus Zanad. It was actually a better fight than I thought it would be. I feel like Bivol came out with a point to prove. I think he came up a lot more aggressive, and I was saying to like he was. So when I was watching it, he was very light on his. He wasn't as light on his toes as usually is. He still was light on his feet, but he wasn't moving in and out as much. He was kind of holding his feet a little bit more, and he wanted the stoppage, and he went for it. Obviously, it isn't a high level opponent, but it did prove a point. Like I think people were chatting him a little bit much after Lyndon Arthur performance, and he came and showed no, like don't get twisted. I am high level. Watching that performance though, I do still lean towards Beterbiev. Depending on if injury or whatever will kick in or father time, I think Beterbiev, like if Zanad was catching him with those shots, if Beterbiev catching him with those same shots, it's not going to be as pretty. So I lean towards Beterbiev on that one. I still do like the Bivol, but nah. And then we have the main event of the evening. Why do we set ourselves up for disappointment? Why do we listen to Beyonce Wilder's talk? I mean, I did say that it sounded like he was just acting or kind of talking himself confident. And I also got this one right. Yay, 2 corrections out of 5. Yes, 2 correct. I said that Zhang would win. And I believe I said stoppage round 5 as well. I said he's stopping by round 5. I definitely said something like that anyway. Yes, perfectly on the money with that one. I wish I would put a little bet down, but I didn't. But it was a very lackluster fight. Zhang didn't look that good, and Wilder didn't look that good, if I'm honest. Like, Zhang just takes too long to get anything going. Wilder got hit with a shot, and it seemed to just confuse him, and he turned his back and then just got flummoxed, and then just obviously Zhang followed up, protect yourself at all times. And I was saying to my partner I was watching with, like, Wilder's natural instinct is not that of a boxer. So like his natural reactions when something's coming towards him, a boxer or a normal person, is to get away from your face. And I have clients that always teach all the time, like, to get rid of the flinch. Wilder's got that flinch. I don't think he always had it, but he's gotten a lot worse. Whereas a boxer has to take it in and take the shot, and ride the shot. Wilder doesn't have that. And the same thing when he got hit, rather than staying solid in his boxing stance and keep facing his opponent, the immediate reaction was to turn his back and pirouette away, and then he got caught again. Yeah, if there's any boxers who are looking up to Wilder and are just getting started and don't know what to do not do all of that stick catching, turning your back business that he was doing in training, because it was absolute nonsense. Not the actual one doing it properly, but the way that he was doing it. Don't do that. I don't know what's next for Zhang. I don't really want to see AJ Zhang. I kind of want to, because I think AJ will smash Zhang, if I'm honest. Not like, I know people are high on Zhang, but that performance doesn't. I mean, that performance plus the Parker performance plus performances before Joyce. Like, Joyce is not AJ, and Joyce is not elite, and Wilder was never elite. So it doesn't impress me as much as it should. Like, in terms of how he did in that performance as well, he was way too patient, trying to look for that perfect shot. And yes, it came, but it just didn't look good. Your opponent didn't look good. So I don't know. But that's my immediate reaction. 10-0 to Queensberry. Who the heck can believe it? I feel sorry for Eddie Hearn right now. But yeah, man, what did you think of the fight? Did you get your predictions right? What did you think of the 10-0? Jeez Louise. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. Peace.